Hi friends, GoddessJ here, looking to share my positive vibes with you today as we dive into the esoteric world of divination. Hit that like button, subscribe, as I release tarot readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you for helping my channel grow.
Welcome to Divinity Guidance. I'm going to jump right into it, hoping you've seen the intro. Today's calendar says, I am dedicated to my own personal development, October 25th. October 26th, I bring out the best in others. I love helping other people bloom. October 27th, today is the beginning of whatever I want. October 28th, I am a magnet for success. I really want us to start focusing on those kind of vibes. Just understanding that whatever wishes you put out to the universe at this time, they're going to be delivered on. Don't be up in your head too much. On Monday I did a reading, and I shuffle my deck 11 times to open up my portal to my ancestors and spirit guides when I do tarot. And I pulled the same cards for us in the same position as our last reading. So negative actions and behaviors, I really need somebody out there to just please hear this message. Nine of Pentacles is all about a new job start, but it looks like somebody is really up in their head. And also just not getting a lot of sleep at night. With the Seven of Cups and Nine of Swords, you are just, at this time, it looks like I pulled a clarifier card and it says sabotage. So, I know in the past I have encountered this myself. Sometimes people will throw out your worst fears, say somebody says, oh, well, you're not very good at this, you're not very great at that. Even though you're not that bad compared to the grand scheme of everyone at it, these people are trying to sabotage you by playing with your heads. So you might be an air sign out there, or a very intellectual sign, Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. But whoever out there, you are over analyzing a situation. So just try to take a step back. Typically when I start over analyzing a situation, I am a water bearer, I get it. Just go outside, clear your energy, be out in nature, start looking at the big scheme picture of things. Sometimes it just takes separating ourselves from the matrix of life in order to see things as they truly are. So if you're seeing a lot of like red-tailed hawks lately, that is a sign and a symbol to take a look at the bigger picture. Because at this time you're being mentally sabotaged. For instance, somebody had said to me about a month ago that if anybody were to burn me, it would be to be myself, as I would overthink it. So, again, that is one of those things where you take it into your mind and you're like, okay, do I sabotage myself? No, I'm good. Okay, I'm listening to my intuition. Okay, pull yourself out of that cup kind of situation, because sometimes people throw it out there because they know that you're a thinker, that you're going to sit here and overthink a situation. Talk to your spirit guides. Get in touch with your spirit guides. They'll let you know. If this is a situation you need to worry about, you're going to get those downloads. You're going to get the synchronicities. You're going to get the signs and symbols. So talk to your ancestors. Like I said, you can't be sabotaged unless you allow yourself to be. So I completely understand how it feels to sometimes take ourselves into a dark pit, where we start letting fear control us and our ego control us. And sometimes the world isn't out to be like that. Just understanding everybody's got their own story, everybody's got their own problems. If you really feel like you're being sabotaged, maybe it's a moment where you need to take a step back and just start observing. People will reveal themselves if you let them talk. People love to talk, and they love to talk about their motives especially. So just let them sit there and brag and dig themselves a hole. You'll find out their true intentions while you're still moving towards your coin. At this time, instead of focusing on what other people are trying to hold you mentally captive over, it seems like you just need to be throwing yourself into work. The rest will reveal itself. What makes you wonderful? And I have the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and Fatal Attraction. So what makes you wonderful? First off, somebody thinks you look really fine out there. Somebody thinks that you are somebody that it is a once in a lifetime kind of thing. They think that a person like you doesn't come around every day, that you are a soulmate kind of connection, a twin flame kind of connection, somebody that is just different from the rest. And they could be in another relationship, they could be entertaining other relationships, I don't know, but this person feels a fatal attraction to you. But it has a little bit of a darker undertone to it. The Ten of Wands means that you look good to everybody. Ten of Wands is also somebody that doesn't need anybody else. Ten of Wands is somebody that can carry the weight of the world on their own back. I think that somebody is fatally attracted to your independence at this time. The fact that you carry the weight on the world, the weight of the world on your shoulders without a hesitation, the fact that you've been through as much as you've been through and you still look this good, you still pick yourself up, and you're still doing better than those that have had more than you. I kind of feel like this person is attracted to your inner strength, but they know that you're an overthinker. I kind of feel like with the Two of Swords, this is going back and forth between a decision. It kind of feels like when your intuition is tapping in and telling you what the truth is, but you're starting to overanalyze the situation and say to yourself, okay, well, what if I can look at this from a different perspective? So you're literally trying to make a deal with yourself. You're trying to bargain with your own thoughts. And at this time, you need to go off of your intuition because you didn't get here for naught. You've been through the most, you've been through the worst, and you need to take those lessons and let your intuition carry you. Knight of Cups, I'm not surprised you got this, as well as the Fatal Attraction. This means you look good to other people. You are looking fine to other people. I mean, to us, this person's not very attractive, but in the night before Christmas, this is a hot commodity. So you are very charming at this time. You're very intellectual. You're very articulate. Somebody finds you to be the whole package. And so I kind of feel like you're hesitating between making a decision because in the past you were carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and this person is coming in saying, hey, you don't have to do that. I can help you out here. But you're still weighing your options at this time. You had me at hello. So this is definitely somebody that felt like this was a love at first sight kind of connection. King of Cups, they felt like you were very nurturing. They seen the Empress in you. Of course they did. And the Queen of Pentacles. They seen that you were somebody that they could grow with. You were somebody that they can manifest with. You're somebody that kind of like the notebook sitch, holding your hand till the end of time, till you take your last dying breath kind of sitch. So this person definitely was in love with you at first sight. You have that Empress kind of mentality, that whole I don't need anybody else, this queen don't need no king kind of mentality, You can pull off whatever you need by yourself. You love yourself. You don't need anybody else to love you. And this is what makes us so attractive once we start loving ourselves is, once we start pouring into our own cups, we can fully love other people, and others will sense that healing within yourself. They will sense that you don't need them to fill your cup. You've already got your own full cup. Just make sure you don't have people coming in trying to mooch off of that energy and get you to pour into them rather than yourself, because you need to take care of yourself and they need to take care of themselves. Queen of Pentacles means you're going to be very discerning with that earth energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, you're going to be very discerning on who is deserving of your time, who is deserving of your energy. And just make sure you're not passing up great opportunities just because they're not at your level. Just understand that as long as they're loving themselves, working on themselves, that's great, but we also don't need to look down on other people. What you bring to other people, I have the Seven of Pentacles. I have the Eight of Wands and the Lovers. So you bring love quickly into the lives of other people. You can start building something overnight. You're one of those people that says, I have a great idea for this. And then next morning you have an entire collection of Pinterest boards on how you're going to make it happen. So you're just one of those people that once you throw yourself into it, it's never halfway. You love with all of your heart. And I get that, man. Like, I really get it. Kudos to you. It takes a lot out there to be loving and kind to other people when all you've ever known is hurt, when all you've ever known is carrying the weight of the world on your own shoulders. And to still be able to pour out love into the rest of the universe, that's a deep healing going on right there. So I feel like this could be Gemini energy coming in. Also, this says, I didn't know what you're capable of. So It kind of seems like when things happen quickly, like this could be a broken heart too kind of situation, but the more pain you feel, it's kind of like you throw yourself into work and they didn't know what you're capable of. I feel like somebody, I've been there, especially when I started up my tarot abilities and started coming out with it. You have all kinds of naysayers out there. Oh, I don't believe in it. Oh, it's witchcraft. Oh, blah, 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 you know? And they sit there and they try to run a smear campaign on you, you know? Oh, they're not legitimate. Oh, I don't believe in that. What don't you believe in? You don't believe in love and light? You don't believe in treating others with kindness? You don't believe in telling the truth? Like, thank you for revealing yourself as I sat here and I let you expose yourself. Like I said, let them talk. They're going to reveal themselves after all. And, you know, so if somebody doesn't believe in what you believe in, or somebody is naysaying what you don't believe in or what you do believe in, they didn't know what you were capable of. They didn't realize that you were the real deal. I feel like there could be other nonchalant signs out there. I get it. You don't brag yourself up. You don't need to brag yourself up. You let your walk do the talking. And I totally respect that. I'd much rather take somebody that walks the walk than talks the talk, you know? And it kind of feels like at first you didn't big yourself up as much as you thought that you were, but other people felt very insecure when you did start coming out with it. It kind of feels like other people don't want you to find success. They don't want you to find happiness. They don't want you to find, you know, love and success in your expenditures because they rather make you a laughing point. They rather talk bad on you and say, oh, I have more than this person, because it makes them feel good. Like they're on their own journey. But they didn't know that you were the real deal. And now they're sitting here like, oh crap, how much do they know? They might be realizing that all this time you were sitting here letting them do the talking and revealing themselves, and you actually knew more than you were letting on. Somebody out there could be an Aquarius. This tends to be one of our favorite games, especially with the Lovers card, Gemini energy here, and Libra. Air signs are very tricky, and I just want to give a warning out there. We tend to know more than we let on. Way more. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We tend to sit on information. We could sit on it for years and not use it. And now these people are turning back saying, oh, they actually noticed the full shebang. I didn't know what they're capable of. Now they're scared. Now they're worried. Okay, what are you going to say next? What are you going to out with next? They feel like you're in this Gemini energy, this sharing it with the world. And really, in reality, you're just focusing on your coin. So these people are really just putting themselves in a headspace of confusion. So it kind of looks like a reverse karmic kind of situation. These people try to keep you in your own head and try to keep you sabotaged. And now they're up in their head wondering, okay, what are they going to do next? How are they going to do it next? What are they going to say next? What are they going to reveal next? Look, just focus on yourselves, all right? This is what happens when we overfocus on other people. I am a humanitarian. Trust me, I love focusing on helping other people, but there just comes to a point where you obsess over other people's lives. And what are you building of yourself when you're over there worried about everybody else? All right. Positive actions and behaviors. I have Knight of Swords, I have King of Swords, and the Sun, and you are legit. So confirmation. Somebody was mocking your skill set. Somebody didn't realize that you knew as much information as you knew. For instance, I've been studying astrology since high school years. I was that weirdo looking up my horoscope on the computer in high school, annoying my teachers. So somebody might not have been aware that you actually go as far back into your craft as you do. They might not have noticed that when they started talking to other people, that other people were going to vouch for you too, because this is probably somebody that had the rest of the world siding against you. It kind of feels like it was you against the rest of the world, you and divine walking hand in hand in this situation. Lots of lies, lots of gossip, lots of slander. And like I said, if people don't believe you, let your walk do the talking, You don't have anything to prove. If anything, they're coming to look at you. They're over here checking you out like this is some zoo or some shit. So just understand that you have nothing to prove. Just keep on being your bad self. King of Swords is somebody, this is air energy again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Swords is somebody that's been through the most. They're very wise, very strategic. I mean, you can't throw them something that they haven't seen at this point. Very, very smart. And so King of Swords energy, if somebody out there, cross watchers, if you're trying to play with an air sign or somebody with heavy air placements in their chart, I really just want to give you another warning. Please don't. Because half of the time we already have seen your game. For instance, there's people that are still running game just realizing, out there that you're probably starting to catch on, and you probably caught on about 8 months ago. So they're a little late to the party. So King of Swords energy, you've already seen this coming. You knew that people were naysaying you. And you know what you chose to do? The sun is the most beautiful card of the entire tarot. You chose to live your happy self. You chose, okay, I don't have anything to prove to the rest of the world. I've got something to prove to myself. I've got something to prove to spirit. And that is showing them that I'm going to take care of myself. That even if the rest of the world turned against me, even if the rest of the world said you're not legit, you know your shit. You know the grind you've been on. You know your journey that took you here. You know all of the lessons that you've been through that, I'm just going to say it straight out, you probably have been through a lot of things in life that people will never have to experience. A lot of people will never have to experience loss like you will. A lot of people will never have to worry about not having, a loved one there to hold them when they're going through those tough times. I was a foster kid in high school, and to be honest, I never really had that mother or father figure there sitting there supporting me. I never really had anybody sit there and say, I love you, I'm proud of you, I think you're doing a good job, and everybody else around you, they have those kind of blessings. They have the simple things that they take for granted. They have the family, they have the loved ones, they have, Christmas comes around and one present isn't open for the foster children, and you have to watch their own children open up like 10 or 20, like they don't understand the burdens you've been through, the hurt that you've been through while they're sitting there living their happy life. You've been out there on your grind, and you've experienced loss to such a level to where the simple things make you happy in life. The simple things like looking at the sunshine, like feeling the grass under your feet, like saying I love you to your pet, those things make your entire day. And this is what Spirit wanted you to learn. They wanted you to learn that your happiness is not tied up in the acceptance of other people. Your happiness is not tied up in needing other people. You were meant to walk a lonely journey because you were meant to lead the lonely. You were meant to lead the broken. You were meant to lead those that needed guidance and those that needed a voice for themselves. I'm getting to the Spellwork card in a second here, but you've definitely overcome a lot. You've loved yourself when not one person out there was willing to love you. You've been through the most, and I really want to say I'm proud of you for that. You are legitimate, and people didn't realize that when you were sitting here saying your journey that it wasn't false, like you've actually been through the shit. You've actually been through the most. You've actually learned these lessons, and they didn't realize that they're messing with somebody that's highly favored in the spiritual realm. You're highly looked upon. You have big gifts on your life. Spellwork came out as what you don't see coming, and I feel this. So lately I've been feeling a lot of spellwork against me, against a lot of people. I heard this one tip that I'm going to actually try is carrying around a tomato for 3 days and then cutting it open. If it's rotten on the inside, you have a death spell you need to break. There's simple ways to break this, like filling a cauldron with water and a white candle, lighting it, making sure the candle extends past, and then once that candle burns down to beneath the water's surface, then you bury it. So, there's ways to break spells. Also, not to mention that if a negative spell comes to you, it feeds on negative energy. So if you're sitting here and you want the easiest way to break a spell, laugh, love, be happy, be joyous, sing to yourself, just completely live in your authenticity and that King of Wands energy. Just be happy. I mean, when life starts throwing you lemons, start turning it into lemonade. And that spell work is going to have nothing to cling to. It's going to have to return to sender. Also, get yourself some protective evil eye jewelry. Last night I felt like in one of my dreams somebody was trying to cover my mouth and prevent me from talking, from getting my own messages out there, which you can't prevent this from getting out there, because this is led by spirit. You know, if I don't get these messages out there, I end up with things like headaches or anxiety. I need to get these messages out because this is my calling, this is my gift. And then next thing you know, my lupus lazuli bracelet protected my throat chakra, broke in the middle of my sleep. So protect yourself against spell work. Take a salt bath, sage your house, sage your energy, talk to your ancestors, add some new gifts to your altar, to your ancestors, and say, hey, can you bring in some protection? Carve protection symbols into a candle and light it and let it burn. Right now we're going through this eclipse kind of energy, and now is a very powerful transition of getting rid of things that you no longer need. So if somebody is casting negative spell work at you, just understand you're more powerful. Look, like they can cast whatever spells they want, but they're not more powerful than the divine. They're not more powerful than spirit. And when you got a calling on your life, when you have a purpose, the divine's not going to let anything happen to you. If anything, these people are coming between you and God. So let them deal with that with a higher power, you know. As long as you're keeping your energy good, as long as you're being a good person, they didn't know what you're capable of. They didn't know your ranking in the spiritual realm. They didn't know that you are legitimate. And now they're really regretting this spell work. They're really regretting this sabotage because they realized that they messed with the real deal kind of situation. So this is why you don't just mess with people in the world. This is why you try to be kind to people in the world. 22 on the clock, as I said that, because you never know who you're messing with. It could be the janitor. It could be anybody. Treat everybody with kindness and respect. Closing out our reading, 25th to the 28th, I have the new moon and solar eclipse happening on Tuesday today. The moon in Scorpio. Tomorrow, Mercury is in Libra and Mars is in Gemini. On Thursday, the 27th, the Mercury is in Libra, Pluto is in Capricorn, and Moon enters Sagittarius. So this is what I have for you. If you enjoyed this, please comment below. I want to hear how you enjoyed it. I also want to be releasing some zodiac readings for November. So comment your zodiac sign if you like. Otherwise, I'll just be doing whatever signs I feel called to. I'm not going to do every sign. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.
Thank you for helping my channel grow. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for your likes, and thank you for your comments. I'll see you next time.